I've been drinking it up and getting it done. So this
Don't be, don't be don't be, don't be fooled by the rocks that I got. I'm still Jenny from the block. Used to have a little, now I have a lot. No matter where I go, I know where I came from.
What's the deal, pickles? It is not Monday, but Tuesday. I'm gonna be talking to the side so y'all won't get the full-blown glare because I got my normal glasses on. How are you? Y'all, look, I think I've kind of made it an executive decision that I'm not gonna be recording on Mondays because that's the day that I'm doing all this at the same time. That's the day that I'm editing. And so it's easier to just like edit and focus on that. She don't do it until I start recording. And so it's easier to focus on editing. Plus on Mondays are kind of like my chore day. So I do a lot of running around. So yesterday I went to the grocery store, started up on food prepping, and so it was just a long day, especially after the amazing time we had on Sunday. Y'all, the live was live. If you missed it, we missed you. But girl, you need to get your whole entire life together. I tried to watch it back because I was going to go through and put in the little iCards, and I started it, but I didn't finish it. And I was like, next time, there's so many things I need to do better. Y'all, I really wish I would have brought my other glasses up. Now I'm getting used to not having the glare with those. Let me see if I do that. Oh, that's a little bit better. With the next time, making sure that I'd read the comments instead of just reading them for myself and responding. So it was all good. Like, it was really good. We had a great time. So for this week, it is officially October 1st. Did you know we're about 91 days away from the end of the year? We've been having so much talk about what the things that we want to do and the things that we want to complete. And this is a good time to kind of take a self-evaluation, a gut check of what you want to do by the end of the year. And so today, I've already been up working, got some client stuff turned in. I'm going to finish some stuff now. I'm up here drinking my coffee, they call it all kind of stuff. I guess my keto coffee, trying to feel great, y'all. Trying to feel great. Trying to do the daggone thing. And I can't remember who it was, but someone in the live asked me if I tried a truffle, and today I can officially say I tried a truffle, and whoever created it was a daggone genius. And I don't even have the right equipment, but I used what I had and it still worked. Tonight is about to go down because I'm about to do round 2, and I'm gonna try to make fish tacos. If I can make fish tacos with that, y'all, there is nothing in the world that I cannot do. So yes, things are going great. My energy is coming back. I'm going into this week really strong. Yesterday's run went well. As far as crafting is concerned, it's got to go down. I need to, again, I'm making adjustments just because of working out in the morning has thrown me off just a wee bit. Not thrown off in a bad way, but in that I need to just make adjustments because it just takes up that chunk of time in the morning. So I'm going to work for a while. I'm going to start cutting today. So you will see that today. If I don't do it today, I'm even put the timestamp on it. So y'all know that I'm doing it today. It's going down. So let me know in the comment section what you would like to have done by the end of this year. You have 91 days to get it in. So what am I doing? Talking to you. and get my waistline snatched. I'm just playing. I'll be working today. I'm working on the short story that I didn't finish from last week. The great thing is that the group project had to be moved because people couldn't do stuff, so that was cool. And then I am, for myself, doing Inktober. So let me show you guys. I don't think I'm going to post it online because it's really not ink and I'm not really that good and I'm trying to work it out in groups. So let me show you. I'm actually doing it in a sketchbook. I think I told you all a long time ago, or if I didn't, you're going to hear it again. And I'm going to stop saying it, but I say that, I'm going to stop saying it and I say it again. I really want to be better at drawing with pencil on paper. And I used to be okay. And I feel like when I would go to digital drawing, because I have, you know, you guys seen it when I do graphics, I would be able to do so much more if my digital skills or my drawing skills were a little bit better in my perspective. So I am just going to be practicing every day with something. So today I practiced this. Oh, can you see it? Oh, there we go. Can you guess what it is? I'm not going to tell y'all. I'm going to try to remember to tell you. You know what I'll do? Is I'll wait for a second. I'm going to wait for a second. So when I'm editing, I'm going to put across the screen what it is. But I want to work on my pencil drawing. And it's kind of like, not like something I'll do all the time. I know that. But I feel like it's something that I could do like 5 or 10 minutes daily or something like that. Because I really want to be able to incorporate more drawing into my Bible journaling as well. Because I draw in almost every entry that I do now. But I want to get a little bit better because my goal is to be able to draw people. I want to draw portraits and be able to translate the images in my mind onto paper and therefore onto my iPad or digitally. So yeah, that's a little something. Yeah, that's something I can do like while I'm drinking my coffee after my quiet time, but it really goes with my journaling for me. So that is it. I hope that you guys are having a fantastic week so far. Reminder, there were people that were on the live that was going to share some recipes with me. So don't forget, share the recipes. You can leave a comment, or even if you comment on this video just telling me the name of the recipe. I think we can put links now. I don't know, but yeah. And so yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions about that, but I'm about to get it in. So this week, cutting, got to get to these blocks because tomorrow's Wednesday and she'll be releasing the second part. So we're gonna keep on going like we're not behind. We as in you and I, because you may not be behind, but I am. And then I'm working on the short story. I want to have it done, prayerfully I would love to have it done tomorrow. And so I'm working on that plus client work, and that pretty much kind of tippity top fills me up. And then the last part is I need to get some reading done this week. And actually I started doing this, and I hope that you guys are doing this too. Like start writing it out. And as I write this out so I can remember, that's my top ones, my top goals for this week. Oh, squirrel moment. Let me change for a second. This bullet journal lasted me a whole year, and I don't write in it every single week. And I figured out that I really don't like it that much, but I love I'm loving the practice of it. So I definitely plan to get another journal. I have one in here, and the only thing I don't like about it is that it's not a dot grid, it's lined. And so I got to figure out how I'm going to do that. So yeah, I'm going to write down the things that I just told you. And then I'm going to get to work. Because we got goals, you know, by the end of this 90 days, especially because this challenge that I was on just kind of went up in flames in my face. But you know what? Low key, I could shift the date to the end of this year and have it done by the end of this year, and I'll still be ahead of deadline because the book is not due until April. So, y'all know I'm not playing. We're going to get something happen. So I'm going to cut my fabric. I'm going to read. I am going to finish my short story. Are you writing your stuff down? Write it down. The book said write it down, make it happen. And I said client work, but that's normal. I'm fortunate that this week a lot of it's almost done for the week. And then, yeah. Of course, I have videos to edit, but that's extra. Those are my top ones. And then I have videos to edit. And that's pretty much it. I have other stuff, but those are the 4 things that I just gotta nail this week. So yeah, that's it for now. So I'll see you all later, Gators. Good morning. It is Wednesday morning, hump day, and I am up here ready to get to work. And it's not early, but it's earlier than normal because I want to come up here and do my sketching for Inktober for a little bit, just to kind of do some an extension of my quiet time. Basically, my run is done. I'm feeling but I'm feeling good. And so today, what do I have on the agenda? Y'all, I started cutting last night because I told y'all I would, even though I did it at the last minute. I literally cooked dinner, ate, had some bomb fish tacos, and then I came up and I cut. And so I'm so glad, and I'm already liking the way that this fabric looks cut. So let me I'm gonna grab it. Let me show you. Look at it. Trying to let it focus on there we go. And so it really plays as a good neutral. I don't know why I was talking and walking. But it plays as a really good neutral. So here's what I decided to do for the Starstruck. Last night I pulled it out. I got the pattern up, and even though she gives you the pattern for everything, my plan is to go ahead and cut all the fat quarters, like the color pieces, but to cut the background pieces as I go because I have it on a bolt. So last night it was fairly easy because I know she's going to release the second pattern today. I'm going to go ahead and cut for 1 and 2 today. Oh, no. I finished 1 last night, cutting the strips. I'm going to cut the strips for 2 today, and then I'm going to cut both of those down to the appropriate sizes so that I will get work on 1 and 2. And so yeah, I mean, I'm excited about that. It looks great, which I kind of figured I'll know even more when I cut them down to size, because right now it's just in the strips. Y'all, I hate hitting to the side. Y'all just gotta, I'm like, it's either light and glare or no light. We sitting in the dark. So yeah, I'm gonna work on that. It'll be in between stuff. One of the things that I kind of, this morning on our run, I was talking with my husband about has been because the end of the year is approaching, and I always reevaluate my scheduling, my planning tools, all of that stuff around October, so that in November I can order what I need for the next year. And I'm really thinking about going back to my Erin Condren. I loved doing the bullet journal this year, and it really has been because I have always loved the process of doing like a brain dump and having everything in one place. And I kind of feel like I'm going to have next year do a hybrid where I'll use the calendar or the Erin Condren for my day-to-day and the bullet journal to kind of just gather all of my thoughts, my brain dumps, my business process, my big projects, all those things together. And it was in talking with him that I really kind of put into words where it had been like my slight frustrations this year with doing the bullet journal only, and really missing my Erin Condren. I missed it. And I'm saying my Erin Condren, I know it could be any daily, weekly planner, but just missing the daily, weekly planner. And I even tried digital, but here has been the thing. And I put it in words today so that now I get it. Like it was bouncing around in my head, but because he asked me, I had to verbalize it, and it makes sense. For some reason, my brain does not value writing on my iPad the same way that it values writing on paper, which is odd because your brain really doesn't know, right? Like, I mean, it's the most powerful tool in the world, so you could know. I don't know what it knows, but I miss having the day-to-day. And really, I feel like because I went to this weekly, kind of put everything down and work through the list through the week, one of the things that I noticed I slowly moved away from was having hardcore designated days to do things. I still do my errands, I still in my household chores, I still did my meal prep, but I wasn't as consistent with my either educational task or self-development task, that's what I would say it, and my ongoing projects, having a designated spot so that I know that during that time that's what I'm working on. And what those blocks of time do is it holds me accountable to continue making those incremental steps towards the completed project. And even if I haven't even prepared for that time, if I sit down at that time, I'm going to use that time. And that's one of the things that I've missed. I've done it here and there. I found that it was kind of snatched away a little bit when I did the summer classes this past summer, but now that I'm out of those classes and now I need to go back and redo those classes, I need that time back. And I have it, but I'm just like doing stuff. I'm doing stuff that I could put in its appropriate place and condense it versus, I know I sound like main point is I'm gonna get my Erin Condren back this year for 2020. And I may even go on today and see, because sometimes this time of year they'll have specials or planners that they release where to cover the end of the year into the new year. But I want to do that. And I guess it's coming in mind because we're getting really close to November, and I usually like to have all of my tools in by November so that I can begin my planning for the next year. So with that said, yeah, that was a good little aha moment that I had with him today while we were out running. Was kind of doing our cool down, and we just started talking about what our plans are for the day. So that's kind of high on my list to do some looking into. Another thing, since I'm already on the subject, I did not like the Bullet Journal's official bullet journal. The paper is way too thin now that I use a fountain pen, and it has speckles coming through, and it's just distracting and it's annoying. And so I need to find another to replace it. And I have another one in there, but I don't like that it's lined. And I feel like I've said that before. I don't know if it's because I said it to him or I've said it to you. I don't like it lined. I like the dot grid because it can help keep me kind of straight. But yeah, so I need to find another comparable bullet journal or bullet plain journal that is a dot grid with thicker pages. So that is what I'll be on the hunt for. So if you have any suggestions, please put them in the comment section. I don't know if I have a whole lot of planners that follow me, and if you are here, help your girl out, please. I'll be looking for recommendations. You know, last year when I purchased that bullet journal, I was like, because it was like 30 bucks. I think, I could be wrong, but I think it was, but it lasted me the whole year. So that's like $3 a month. Like, I mean, to keep myself organized. And now, because it did last me the whole year, I can put on the outside 2019 and have everything in there, and I'll probably close out the year in the last pages. So it really worked out perfectly, except for the day-to-day assignment of, you know, how to break down those big ideas that I put in there. And so that's what I'll be on the hunt for. So right now I'm gonna cut out. I'm gonna get some sketching done. I'll give myself until 10 o'clock, and at 10 o'clock today I will be working on I have writing to do. I didn't do it this morning because I slept in a little bit. I got up at like 4:45 instead of at 3. So I didn't write this morning. So I will write for a little bit at 10 o'clock. And then after that, I will be working on a class, one of the read classes. So I'll be self-improvement day, business improvement day. And in between, I will be cutting, because the next installment of Good morning. It is Thursday. You see where I am. Chair tells you. So I'm about to get it in for today. Since it's Thursday, the next couple of hours will be spent on working on the newsletter to go out to readers. And I still am going to do my sketching this morning for Inktober. And my goal is to get the newsletter done in about 45 minutes. If I can get it in about 45 minutes, that'll give me about an hour or so where I can or 45 minutes to an hour that I can spend on sketching this morning before I get to the rest of my to-do list. And honestly, I'm picking up from yesterday. Class yesterday went well. I got through the lectures, but it's some articles that I need to read today. And also I need to start working on the homework for both of the classes. And I'm not sure I'm going to get to both of those because the articles and the reading is probably going to take quite a bit of time. And I put together my binder and all my notes, and so all of that's going well, but I need to spend some time reading over the stories that we have to do sample edits on, as well as outline. And then the other class I need to outline a curriculum. So that is what's up today. So yesterday with my crafting, y'all, I got to cutting, laying out, and you all will probably see in the footage, and I have to say probably, because when I'm trying to stick to that 30 to 45 minute window or 30 to 40 minute window, it is a lot of cutting out of stuff. So yesterday I really got to cutting on the blocks for the quilts along, and I love the colors. I'm just concerned whether they will look well together in a quilt, but it's going to be what it is. And then I think I finished the last of the pressing that I'll need to do for all the fat quarters for now, so that was good. And yeah, I want to finish cutting and crossing my fingers that I can actually start sewing today. But it feels good to see it coming together. So again, y'all know I'm not sweating it. I'm just having a really good time getting it done. And yeah, so I have a long work day ahead of me. But yeah, I took a few minutes to put on my Sunday makeup on Thursday. You know what I'm saying? And I just felt like taking my time this morning. I drank my coffee and read. And I just woke up in one of those moods where you just want to take your time, and I let myself do that. Our walk went well, so my workout is done, and so now it's just about getting in the work. I have a client project that I'm going to be kind of stewing over. She presented an interesting challenge, and I don't know how I'm going to do it, how I'm going to handle it, but it'll come to me. So that'll probably be on my mind today. Another thing that I don't think I've ever said is, like, I know I told you guys that I listen to podcasts while I'm working, and I do work through projects, especially if there are things that I have questions about. I usually will let my mind turn them over, and I keep paper or my phone nearby to take notes. And with that comes listening to books and audiobooks that also help me, with the classes and stuff that I'm taking. So I keep myself and my mind pretty occupied, as you can see. So now I am about to get to work today, because I have not been listening to my top 100 list. I need to get back on my top 100 list, but today I'm not, because one of the things that we have not talked about yet in this vlog for this week is the challenge that project that we might be working on with the hand quilting. Y'all, I've been doing all kinds of research, and I don't do that up here. I usually do it when I'm relaxing in the evening, and I just pull out my iPad, looking up videos, compiling things for me to listen to or watch. And so today, while I'm working, I'll be listening to slash blah blah blah, watching some hand quilting videos and little how-tos to see if this project is truly feasible. So you guys got my whole life of what I'm doing today. And now I'm about to get it in. So here is day 3 of Inktober, and this took way longer than I expected, and I enjoy it, but there's like little things that I'd change. But this is definitely, just getting back into drawing the way I want to. So I showed you that. Here are all of the main color pieces for the top. I did not do the strips that kind of, let me show you. I'm going to do those last. Let me go to here. All of these like little jagged ones. See all those little jagged ones? There we go. All of those. I haven't done those yet, but I have plenty of fabric left for those. So what I'm actually going to do is go ahead and work on the background fabric for week 1 and week 2. And then I'm going to take it from there once I get through. Hey you. I am in the studio, as you can see. It is Saturday. And this morning was I need to redo my calendar. It's Saturday. Today was this morning was Weight Watchers, and so I did that, and now I'm about to get to work. Today I want to sew and get or get some blocks or some pieces done on the quilt along. I also that's pretty much it on that. Like, if I can get that so I can clear it up, because right now it's spread across the ironing board to lay the pieces out, because I don't want to put them in the container and they get all mixed up. So I can put them on the table since I have it popped out, but for right now I'm hoping I can get some of them done, and then I'm gonna lay the other ones in the bottom and separate them with a sheet of paper. I haven't done it yet because I honestly want to see how far I can get without having to do that, because I don't want to put them in there and then have to take them out. So yeah, that's all to say. I want to work on the quilts along. I have writing to do. Writing went great yesterday. Because I didn't do an update yesterday. I was out all day pretty much with my daughter, and then when I came in, I just sat down and wrote for the rest of the afternoon until early evening, and then I hung out with my husband and we kind of just chilled, and that kind of took up the evening. So now I am about to get it in. I really would like to transition into having Saturdays being my craft days, especially because I'm enjoying going to my Weight Watchers meeting on Saturday mornings. So if I can make it so that I just know as soon as I get in from there that it is time to get to work on my crafts and already have them set up, that would be real cool. So that's kind of what I'm thinking about. Like when I talked about, I think in a recent Q&A video about having blocks of time, I used to do that all the time, as far, not with Weight Watchers, but just making Saturdays my craft day, which is why that's when I should pick my classes to go to and all of that. But I want to get back into that since I am doing the blogs, which means I'm working more actively on it. Another benefit of blogging. And also because I have the several projects that I want to finish. I think my brain is starting to kind of kick that around more because November now is around the corner, and that's when I really start looking at my annual plans, and I already kind of know what my goal for my crafting, well, my goals are going to be for crafting. I need to for 2020. So yeah, Yay! We are done. Oh wait, almost done. So what I do is I just fill it all in, let it dry. Now I just gotta put in release dates. And yeah, I'm about to get to work. Let me know in the comment section what you are working on if you have not done so already, because I know I have prompted you several times. And oh, mini update. So during the live, we talked about doing a hand quilting project. Y'all, if you're watching to this point, which you should be, are you a real one? Like, you got to hang to the end, okay? Please and thank you. So I've been doing the research on that, which has been really interesting, and I'm trying my best not to get sucked into the rabbit hole. And what I mean by the rabbit hole is that if you quilt, then you know it is easy to get caught up in supplies and buying new stuff and all this stuff, and I so don't want to do that. In a perfect world, it would be that everyone could, you know, the investment can be very little, you know, 10 bucks, 20 bucks tops. But the majority of people would be able to do it without a huge financial sacrifice, especially since we kind of, you have time. You know, time is going to be your biggest, it's going to be your biggest investment. That's what I'm doing. I'm going to get going. I'm just so excited. I'm excited about doing this, potentially this hand project. I've seen some really good stuff. That's it. I got my stuff penciled in. I got us in the mix. I'm still rocking on keto. Feeling good. Figured out how to make keto bread. Yeah, I had a burger last night. I shouldn't have had it last night knowing that I had to weigh in today. But it's whatevs. I had it. It was good. I don't regret it. It was so good. It really was good. And yeah, that's it. So I'm all set for my calendar. And we are going to get it in. I'll see you in the next clip. Working. Here is my status. And I'm loving how it's coming along. The only thing that gives me pause is that it seems like right in there, you know, that the background is actually a little busier than I would like. But I feel as though the pattern and the background work together as far as theme is concerned. And I am absolutely loving the look of these coral and the purple blocks. I mean, up close, it's just so pretty. And so right now, I'm loving it. I think this would be a beautiful quilt, especially with the background that I selected to make with almost with like near solids, because these tonals are really doing well. That one is a little bit busy, but I think since it's the center, I could kind of get away with it. So I'm going to keep going because I am calling it a night. Here is the first section for you guys to see. I really like it. The only thing besides the background that I told you guys about in the last clip that I'm going to be mindful of are these long borders. I'm going to overcut by at least probably 2 inches, and this is one of those moments of do as I say and not as I do, because they don't recommend that you do that. However, I would rather have to cut off, you know, a little snippet because it ran over than to have undercut and have to go back and cut more and pull out the fabric and just go back to square one. So yeah, here it is. I'm gonna just manually pan it again. Pardon my shadow. The colors are working beautifully. And there we go. Got the first. What's the deal, Pickles? So listen, I'm closing out the week on Tuesday. I'm in the middle of downloading all the footage from last week. The end of the week went by super fast because I was spending every little bit of extra time that I had on the Starstruck quilt, and I'm glad that I did. You can probably see over my shoulder, I have the first kind of segment done, which you saw in the video. So this week, it honestly went really, really well. I realized I'm still adjusting to working out every morning on Monday through Friday. I don't do it on the weekends, but Monday through Friday. So that takes a huge chunk of my morning time out. So when I come upstairs, I kind of have to get rolling quickly to stop at our normal lunch time because I have lunch with my husband every day. So it's just been an adjustment. And then this past week, I also had a couple of conference calls and like webinars and stuff that I needed to attend in the afternoons. So it just made for this mesh up of kind of trying to adjust my time, but I'm rolling with the punches. So when it comes to my goals for the week, some of the ones that I talked to you guys about was cutting. Your girl did that. I actually this morning found a container that's perfect for. I had another one, but it was way too deep. So I found another container that's going to be perfect for me to put the other pieces that I've already cut. So I have all of the back quarter pieces cut for the project. And as I told you guys, I'm not going to do all of the background fabric. I'll do it as I go along. I also talked about reading for my story, did that. I started working on my homework for my new class, which went really well. I mean, it's amazing, you know, how doing the prep work affects the lecture. Also, that I went to finish a short story. She did that. I'll probably be showing in today's vlog, because it is Tuesday, that I need to edit the cover because they made some changes to the requirements for our covers. So all thing I need to do is finish the edits on the cover, and that story will be ready because that is a release for next week. It's just a short story for Halloween. Well, technically for Halloween, my story is going on around Halloween. I really don't. For the holiday ones, I really don't make it fully about the holiday, because then I feel like then you feel like you can only read it around Halloween. Anyways, whatever. It's whatever. It's done. That's all that matters. So your girl crushed it this week. I think I don't do a good job of tallying my word counts, and I really wish that I did better. But last week, I think I wrote like 30,000 words, so she crushed that. I finished that story. I worked on another story, and so it's just like, she's rolling. She's rolling. Client work, did that. And just been honestly just getting it. Like, I've been going out every morning and either running or walking. I'm finding that I really prefer that over the organized workouts, you know, where an instructor, I don't like people talking to me while I work out. That's all it is. That's all it is. I cannot shake it. I can't get around that. And I realize that either I need to get over it or do something that just feels right. And it just seems that running and walking feels right to me because I can just listen to music. I've been drinking it up and getting it done. So this week is in the books. Tell me in the comment section what you are working on. How did your week go, sis? Are you feeling good? Are you taking care of yourself? Like, let me know. I am going to get this all edited and put together. But overall, fantastic week. Like, I'm feeling amazing about the progress. Oh, and I went to Weight Watchers and I'm down. I'm not going to be like, keto is going well. I don't feel sick anymore. I feel energized. Head still feels clear. Like I'm loving my decision. I'm enjoying the recipes and everything that I'm doing. I'm very simple when it comes to what I eat, especially when I'm just cooking for me. So it's really been pretty easy. except for those couple of days when I wasn't feeling well. I've decided that I'm not going to weigh myself at home because I don't want to get caught up in it. Yes, I do want to lose weight. Facts. Not lose it, misplace it, because I don't want to see it ever come back. That's like bottom line, definitely. But what I'm going to do is let the scale at Weight Watchers determine where I am so that I'm not continuing to get on the scale every day. Because let me tell you, I already feel the difference, and I already see the difference in certain places in my body, even though I have not lost a whole lot of weight. And to me, that's the first step, but that number is gonna come down. It just is. That's just how we're gonna do it. Okay, so that went well. I went on Saturday morning and was so glad that I went, had a great time, and it just kickstarted me having a really great productive Saturday. And then the last part of Sunday, we closed it out with going to a wine tasting and art exhibit that one of my cousins, he was displaying some of his art. So we went and bought some of his art, and I didn't capture that because it was kind of like a date time with me and my husband. We just went, the two of us, and it was really nice. I didn't taste any wine because I didn't know if I could taste any wine, being that it was low carb. Plus, I wouldn't have tasted wine because I was driving. So we just had a great time supporting a relative. Bought some really great pieces of his, so I need to check into having them framed. And yeah, that's it. So y'all, I am out. I will see you all hopefully sooner than later. If you have not done so already, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thumbs it up. Let me know what you have going on in your life, sis. And I will see you all hopefully sooner than later. Take care. Goodbye.
If I can't have you, I don't want you to have anyone. And if you don't want me, there's something wrong with them, right? Maybe I got problems that I don't tell anyone. Have I lost my perception? Feel like I wanna do something wrong now. Packing all your belongings. Say you wanna take some time. But if you say we'll meet again, why'd you have to take everything now?